Well, I went to Barry, and I was an art major and spent lots of time there in the art department. And then at some juncture moved to Florida and continued my art endeavors to some extent. And even while I was at Barry, I did large assemblage paintings, and I liked to incorporate sound objects into my paintings, three-dimensional objects, kind of a mix of old and new, if you will. And one of those objects that I just sort of randomly picked up was a glove. I just had, one. And at some point, I guess I just started seeing a few more because many years ago I used to be a runner, and so I would spot them and pick them up and carry them home. And so I guess I had a box full of them. And then at some point I started hanging them in my garage in a row, and as time wore on, the rows filled the garage wall from floor to ceiling. And also at some early point, I began tagging each glove as to the day, the date, the time, and the place, and any other interesting, circumstances that were going on when I found the glove. And so what evolved was just a incredible documented project of these gloves. A lot of them were from Pensacola, that area, but then if I traveled, I might see one and they'd pick it up. And of course, when people came over to my home, they would see the gloves. I mean, even the mailman would pull up out in front of my house and see all the gloves hanging in rows. And so people started giving me gloves that they found. And so I kind of thought, well, what am I going to do with these? And I thought, well, I'll just give them contributory credits and carry on with the day, the date, the time, the place, and, just go with it. And so this went on for years, and I'm telling you, people, everyone from immediate family members to extended family members, friends, neighbors, co-workers, the relatives of all of those people. It's, I guess, because it was such a quirky thing, and because the idea was, implanted in their head that here's somebody that likes found gloves, and you're driving down the road and you see one, well, pick it up for her. And so this, like I said, continued. And, to date, I have 400, and they still kind of keep trickling in, although I had kind of put a stop to it because I have 6 Rubbermaid storage bins full. And what does one do with a growing collection? Truly, when I get the gloves out and hang them in an exhibit such as this, it is a blast from the past and a walk down memory lane as I recall family and friends and acquaintances who, contributed gloves. So it is my collection, but had it not been for all those people, it couldn't become what it is. And it's so wonderful. And I think that there's beauty in the gloves, even though they are a discarded, used, dirty, object. But they're each unique, and they have just qualities about them as unique as people, and no two people are the same. And so I just sort of perceive them as kind of, just unique pieces of little artwork that massed together becomes something quite profound.